Hi everyone, I'm Mangosteen and I'm a Twitch streamer, and recently I found this footage of me explaining to someone how I manage my gases and oxygen not included, and this was, the whole 3 hour download from stream, I think it was. But even though it was from 2022 and I no longer manage my gases exactly like this, I've advanced my system. I just thought it was a really sort of sweet interaction between me and my chat and this viewer. And you can see how passionate I am and how much confidence I have in managing my gases. And because streaming is ephemeral and I don't have, sort of this catalogue that I can look back at like a YouTuber would, I think it's really important to hold on to the footage I do have. And so I just wanted to preserve it, and I think editing it into here's this simple way that I manage my gases, even though it's not the most optimal way, it was a really nice way to do that. So I hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much.
Any tips for air pressure management? Oh, I have so many tips for air pressure management. What I do is I have rooms for certain gases. So what I'll do is I'll have, okay, say once you use the ventilation thing, no, the oxygen, when you use the electrolyzer, what comes out of it is oxygen and hydrogen, and the hydrogen always rises to the top. So what I'll do is I'll have a room over here, and at the highest point that's out in the open, so like up here, I'll have a gas pump which is absorbing all of the hydrogen, all of the air around here, sucking it into this room, sorting out the oxygen, putting the oxygen back into a vent over here, and all of the hydrogen gets collected in here, and then anything that grows in hydrogen I can plant in there. Does that make sense? And that's what I'm going to be doing eventually with my carbon dioxide, and just putting it all in this room. And when I'm more worried about oxygen than I currently am, I'll do the same thing with hydrogen. It works really, really well. It does take electricity because you need electricity for sorting the gas and pumping the gas, but it works really well. For now, I'll put it in here because the door to this is always open. Oh, the CO2 room is because of the coal generator. Yeah. But also using the, where is it? The gas filter, you can choose the kind of either, you can choose the, with the orange entry point, you can choose which gas you want to isolate, and depending on what you need, you're needing to do. So if you're doing a hydrogen power generator, you can isolate the hydrogen and put that all into the hydrogen generator. But if you're just trying to get rid of the oxygen from an otherwise carbon dioxide filled room, you can do that as well. And also something I do occasionally, it's not as important, is when I first build the room, I put a gas pump in there and a vent outside to isolate the oxygen that's in there already, just from that was in there when I built the room. A lot of words very quickly. So high pressure gas vent, regular gas vent. So if this works correctly, this pump should be bringing in all the carbon dioxide from this room, putting it into this gas filter, and then this part of the gas filter is going to be spitting the carbon dioxide out of here. and whatever's left in there that wasn't carbon dioxide is going to get spat out over here. Hope that helped. I'm pretty good with ventilation. Building entombment. You just also have to make sure to set the filter gas as soon as it's built, because otherwise you might be pumping just random gases into something and damaging the machinery. So I'm filtering carbon dioxide. That should work now. You seem to know what you're doing. When I play this game, it's always just a constant battle to survive. So part of that is because I'm playing on no sweat or easy mode. But then also I kind of play the early game over and over again. I just restart. Like, I've got about 5 different save files from this week because I just play until maybe around 15 duplicants, maybe around 70 days. And so I'm really kind of practiced at this stage. I want to watch I want to watch Bert brush the hat. In real time. No, medium speed. It's so cute. Oh, I can show you the ventilation now. So this pump is absorbing carbon dioxide and oxygen. It's all going into the filter, but only the carbon dioxide is getting spat out here, and then what's left is oxygen that's getting spat out down here in the farm. It's very efficient. It works very well. What does happen is that your gas, the room gets too high pressure because they tend to be quite small rooms. And so then you might want to put that secondary pump inside the room to filter out what oxygen's already in there. It's a lot of carbon dioxide. It is, yes. But now it's going to be getting a little more breathable down here. And also, when there stops being so much carbon dioxide around here, then I'll remove this one and place it somewhere else. And it will all go to the same system, but you need to kind of move the pump around to keep it working properly. What do you do with the CO2? Well, so because the dust caps grow in CO2, they're just staying, the CO2 is just all going to be in this room. And when farmers come in and try and harvest them, they are going to be able to, they're not going to be able to breathe so well, but they're only in here for a little period of time, so it's fine. And just any plant you've got that only grows in a specific gas, you can just do a room like this with chlorine or carbon dioxide or anything like that. Ah yes, suffer farmers, yeah. It's just for a little bit, and rather that than them having to just the whole place being filled with carbon dioxide. They can put up with it for a short while. Thanks for inspiring me to play this again. You're welcome. Good luck with your colony tending. I'm gonna stop in a little because I'm really tired. But I hope you have fun. Have a good rest of your week, everyone. Thank you for watching.